Hello viewers, welcome to the channel. So I have with me here Note 10 Plus and Samsung Note 20 Ultra 5G. So these two phones are leading edge technology from Samsung, and both are incredible phones. Both of these phones, if you get any of them, you can't go wrong, in the sense that you literally get a lot of the things you won't get done on the phone on these phones. Yeah, so the Note 10 Plus has the Aura Glow color, Aura Glow, the famous Aura Glow color that was the bane of lots of discussions when last year this phone was released. And this comes in a matte finish, which is also another posh design from Samsung. Samsung in designs is just incredible. They do well with how nicely designed these phones are. So just a quick run through these two phones. So by way of spec, Note 20 Ultra has the all new high refresh rate, which is the 120 Hz up to 120 Hz display. So if we go into display now, we go to settings and we go to display and we look for motion smoothness. So we have, actually, let's do the same on the 10 Plus as well and see what's out there on the 10 Plus. Yeah, so on the 10 Plus is just adaptive brightness, and it's just your usual 60 Hz display is logged in there. But on the Note 20 Ultra 5G one, you have 60 Hz, up to 60 Hz, and up to 120 Hz on display, and you can switch between adaptive, which is, depending on the task you're performing, then the phone calculates how much refresh rate you need and then adapt to that refresh rate. Or you can go standard refresh rate, which locks the phone in 60 Hz for all your tasks. And so it says you get longer battery life with a 60 Hz. Phone currently now is on adaptive, and the effect of the adaptive is the fact that everything looks snappier, fast, and transition between apps and screens is just like the speed of light, very quick. Yeah, so that's the advantage. So like if you gaming and things like that, it helps a lot, and it makes you enjoy the gaming and the speeds and bleeding edge speeds without any issues. Yeah, so another obvious difference between the two is the camera bump on Note 20, which houses your 108 megapixels main camera. And so it's just incredible. That size of megapixels on the phone is just incredible. Yeah, and you have your ultra wide camera up there, with 12 megapixels and 12 megapixels on the others as well. On here you have the main camera is 12 megapixels, and your, again, ultra wide is 12 megapixels as well, and the real is 16 megapixels, and the rest are 12 megapixels each. The front facing camera is 10 megapixels on both. So that is pretty much it, yeah, by way of camera. But you see, with your 108 megapixels on the main camera on Note 20 Ultra, gives you so much power to capture lots of detail on a picture. So, and it does the 50 times zoom as well. This could do up to 10 times zoom on digital and 2 times on optical, so 20 times zoom in total. Yeah, so you see the clear camera disparity between the two, and that gives the Note 20 Ultra way more marks on camera than anyone other area in these phones main compartments or main areas where users will be looking to choose one or the other. Yeah, so the next item is memory size on the Note 10 is 8 gigabytes on RAM and 256 on ROM. So your internal storage is 256 on both devices, so the same applies to the Note 20 Ultra as well. But the Note 20 RAM is 12 gig, so way more faster to get a lot of faster tasks done and enjoy your high-end speedy game without any issues. Battery life on the 10 Plus is 4,300 milliamp battery, and on the Note 20 Ultra it's 4,500 milliamp battery. In terms of design, this screen display, AMOLED, measures up to 6.9 inch, and this one measures up to 6.8 inch, and this one is, the screen can go up to your quad HD display, so it's the best display Samsung has on any phone. So that is just a joy to use. And so if you go into your adaptive display and you want to enjoy the 120 hertz, on motion smoothness, and so get a lot of things done, you can put your screen to quad HD. So when you go to quad HD display, you wouldn't be able to sort of get that much because it's logged in to full HD and below once you are on 120 Hz display. And so if you want to enjoy your quad HD display, then you have to go into standard mode on the motion smoothness, and then you can activate your quad HD display. Yeah, I think on mine I'm running a Bixby routine, so let's just get that off and then we can see that point about the quad HD. So yeah, so you have either quad HD display, full HD plus or HD plus. When you go into your quad HD display, you can only go that quad HD display once you're on 60 Hz display. If you're on 120 Hz display, it will restrict you to remain in full HD. So it's a choice between better display against speedy performance or fast transition between apps and things like that, which is what I have chosen. So I prefer to be in 120 Hz and sacrifice a bit on my display quality, just enjoying the screen without the speed of getting things done and things like that. The things it does is just mind-boggling, and both phones actually does the DeX functionality, so you can connect them to a big screen and they will work nicely. Both phones are very beautiful, and so choosing between these two is quite a difficult task for anyone. But if you have the Note 10 Plus already and you are thinking of getting Note 20 Ultra, things you need to consider is the fact that battery life on Note 20 Ultra is very tricky, in the sense that I don't know, it's probably because of the many functions like the camera and a host of other functionalities in this phone consuming so much battery. I mean, you can record 8K also in the Note 20 Ultra, and so it consumes a lot of battery life. And for me, this is the only phone that I've got from Samsung where on some cases, on some days, I had to charge it 3 times because I'm doing so much on it, but also because the battery drains so quickly compared to your Note 10. Probably Note 10 Plus, I wasn't doing much as I'm doing on this one now. and so I wasn't charging it about twice in a day. So if battery life is your concern, you might probably want to wait and see what Samsung would do to resolve this battery issue on the Note 20 Ultra. I know there are ways around it to get it a bit more battery life, but it's not conclusive and it's not exhaustive. You still have issues where people had returned their phones because they couldn't deal with the way they were running out of batteries on Note 20 Ultra. However, mind you, if you're going for your Note 10 Plus, then you'll be sacrificing on the camera. Apart from the camera, the beauty of the camera and all the display that we've talked about, again, 120 Hz display, you'll be sacrificing on those. But at the end of the day, it's a decision you have to make for yourself, whether your usage is such that you need 50 times zoom, you need 8K video recording, which is all on your Note 20 Ultra, or you are okay with normal 4K video, which you can get on Note 10 Plus. So that's not bad at all, and you can get a lot of, that camera is also very capable. And again, the design is so beautiful. So this aura glow is just incredible. It reflects whatever it sees, and so it's just amazing. But the matte finish also looks very professional. As you can see, lots of fingerprints on the aura glow, but you can't see that much on the matte finish on the Note 20 Ultra. So these are some of the differences between the two, and so it's either this or that, and you would have to make the decision for yourself, unfortunately. But I can try and give advice in the sense that this phone, because it's been around for a year or more, you can get it on sale for cheaper, whereas this one, being the new kid on the block, it's a really expensive, 1,000 plus phone. And so if you can get this for less than 1,000, maybe 700, 800, then you're getting a good deal, on this one, because again, you still have the support from Samsung, and you can use this phone for 2 more years or so, depending on how long you want to keep a phone. But if you have the means to go to Note 20 Ultra, you wouldn't be disappointed. Apart from the battery life that you have to cope with, the rest is all good with this phone as well. This is really a good phone, and I must say, this is the phone that has taken my interest in video to this level. This phone gives you a lot, and gaming on this is fast, and the camera, 8K video, 4K, and a host of other video functionalities makes it a real treat to have if you have one. But I wouldn't worry if I have the Note 10 Plus, because at the end of the day, I can do everything I want to do on the Note 10 Plus as well, without any feeling of loss, other than the 50 times zoom on camera and the 8K recording that I'll be missing from this one. So apart from those two, and 120 Hz display, again, I must mention, on Note 20, gives it the upper hand when you put the two side by side. But if you had Note 10 Plus, you can see you're not missing out so much, and you're getting a lot also for the value of this incredibly good phone. And these two phones are indeed cutting edge technology from Samsung, and they are very good. And if you have any one of them, you'll be happy. Thank you. See you in the next one. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe, hit notifications so you don't miss the next video. Bye.